Just remember, before I start, this is all relative. Now of course the UK drill community has mourned Lamar, who also went by the name of Perm and was part of CT Clapham Town. The UK drill rapper was only 27 years old when he became a casualty in Brixton on Sunday, October 30th, along with a delivery driver. Now, on so many levels, the fact that Perm lost his life is tragic and unfortunate and a huge waste of opportunity. Number one, he had so many opportunities at his disposal. His dad was Dean White, a promoter who put on boxing events around the city and also a promoter for Dillian White. Now, Perm could have been a boxer himself. He could have played football. He could have been a trainer. He could have gone to college. He could have learnt business. Number two, circa 2014, Perm, along with 150 members like Styx, Grizzly 150, and also 6-7 members like Audi, they all helped lay the foundations of the UK drill sound and what it is today. The idea that people can become rich or at least comfortable by making drill music is thanks to people like Perm and the original UK drill rappers. As I've mentioned, they popularised this gangsterism and deduced real authentic street life for people who may not necessarily know or fully understand how some people live their life. But he just couldn't be a rapper. He had no interest in being a rapper and making music. He couldn't tell his stories on songs. Instead, what he did was take himself and his passion and applied it to road life. He was running around reckless and wild. He essentially blurred the lines of wanting to be a rapper and also a gangster. He idolised what was happening in Chicago way back in 2014, 2015, 2016, and he applied it to the UK drill scene. In 2015's song, OG Bobby Johnson Remix, Perm was one of the first people to talk about Lil Zach and put it on music. Now Perm was much more concerned with wanting to be recognised by his elders and his gang, so he created shock value. He wanted to have a reputation, that stamp of someone that's authentic and real, someone that would ride out. So much so that he took a charge from Mayhem from Uptown. Now, if that's not a definition of going all out for your friends and your mates, then I do not know what is. The ordinary person or someone that was focused on music would not go to H&P for another person. Now, when Perm ended up in H&P Wandsworth, he linked up with Burner from OJB. TG Millions had just been moved from H&P Tameside, which spelled doom for the Harlem Spartans member, as Burner and TG Millions were not friends. Now, of course, it was inevitable that the two members, while rivals, would meet up with each other, and when they did, it was a 1 vs 5 situation, and Perm was involved. He participated, and the incident was recorded and plastered all over the internet for the world to see. Now, when you're in a relatively secluded place like H&P, you would think that the situation would be self-contained, but when it's plastered all over the internet, you've got third parties involving themselves, talking about the situation, adding gas onto the fire. So rather than it becoming a contained situation, it starts to explode and gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's the only thing these people are going to start thinking about. Now, when you're known to be reckless and create oppositions, people will hold grudges, and that grudge is eternal, for life. So when Perm passed away, there was no mutual respect or condolences. There was no RIPs. That's why you had opportunists come out and abolish memorials, pretend they're smoking on you and mention names in the songs. They celebrated a tragic incident, knowing that Perm's mom, dad, sister, brother, loved ones, friends would all have to witness this. Now the UK drill scene is built up on pretending to be heartless, lack of emotion and a heart, being a decent human being. So when you see Dope Smoke recording himself at the news of Perm coming out, what can you say? Because Perm did the same thing to Maddox from 6-7. It's a cycle of some stupid ideology of one set trying to score against the other. All Perm had to do was be a rapper, go to the studio, make songs, put it out on GRM, or Link Up TV, or Mixtape Madness. Do it again and again and again. Hopefully do some live shows, make music, and live a decent life. But sadly, he decided that he wanted to be a gangster and live that gangster lifestyle, and this is how it ended. Again, condolences to all those involved. Stay safe. Safe.